everything's ready, but you just kind of want, and you're just kind of thinking of the moment, and
Yeah.
that's what kind of gets you anxious, and then you just like, but when that moment comes, like you're not like you kind of want to be in the moment or something
Well,
like
yeah,
that,
that's how I
and
was. You know how nervous I was leading up to it, but then
yeah,
once I was there, I was pretty calm. I don't want to say calm, but I was ready. Um, like I know since you guys are kind of DIYing it all, like Kimberly did. Um, if something goes wrong, the only people that don't know will be you two.
hmm
Honestly, if something goes wrong, the only person I'll probably know will be her.
yeah.
So, but I did hit record, so welcome to our first
Oh,
episode in a while, and I don't know if we'll have another one because honestly, it's just a lot of stuff came out. Just so you know, Mikey, I'm not caught up on Game of Thrones yet. It's just not been in the
ah,
cards.
okay.
You can, if you can
Um,
keep it from spoilers, you're more than welcome to say something.
okay. I'll try my best.
Okay.
Um, I think it was the previous episode. It wasn't this week's. No, it was the week before. Yeah, I think it was the week before. So it was like almost 3 weeks ago. The
The one
dragon,
when
the
what's her name
dragon
died?
fight. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That was bad ass.
I know. I
I
loved
couldn't
almost
see
every moment of it. It
And
was,
that's how I'd want to go out if I was a dragon
yeah.
rider.
Well, Kimberly and I are like, why didn't she like turn around, or why didn't she like, you know, try to get out of there? Because she'd already killed one dragon. So what's the point of
Yeah.
turning around? I get it. It's Vagar. You got to try to take out the queen
Yeah.
dragon right there. And
Yeah.
honestly, her dragon was doing well. It was probably tired
Yeah.
by then.
Yeah, that's what they were saying about Vagar, like I think it was in the next episode, or it might have been the last episode, but they're like, now is the time to strike. Vagar's, tired, or
Yeah,
it was not going to fight. So I was like, really? Yes,
that's probably the
I
way to
guess.
think about it because it's a big dragon. It takes up a lot of energy.
Yeah.
But I'm just excited to see like more because since I've read the book, like I know like there's a scene that's coming up that I'm like super excited for,
Okay.
and I really don't want to like ruin it. But I'll just say it's Damon. He does something hilariously amazing.
Dude, I think I really like am intrigued with everything that's going on with him being in
I am
the.
too. I just wish they would do less of him. I don't need to see him getting high on, getting high at Heron Hall.
Yeah.
Even though I am like intrigued and it's like a lot of story, I'm just getting tired of him being high all the time.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see where it's going, like, because he's seeing some crazy, like, I guess dreams, I guess you can say, but maybe you could call it
Yeah.
hallucinations. Uh, so, but is I mean is he is it the people there at the castle that's kind of giving him stuff, or is it like the what they say the ghost of Harrenhal or
Um,
something?
it's the one lady. It's the one, the one that
Okay.
she said like the maester ran away and she kind of took over. It's her.
Yeah.
She is
Oh.
she is putting. Granted, it is also a very so. Long story short, Harrenhal is haunted because that is the Conqueror, Aegon the Conqueror, destroyed that place. It's
Uh-huh.
also haunted because the guy that built it knocked down a bunch of the werewood trees, and the place was
Oh
built
yeah.
with werewood trees, which are like the old gods. So
So it's
it's
kind
also
of like
haunted because of the
Indian
old
burial
gods.
grounds.
Yeah, it's basically think of they built a mansion on Indian burial grounds where everybody was
Yeah.
murdered, so it's double
Uh-huh.
haunted.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I
Uh,
can tell.
So it's a double haunt. It's Indians and it's Indians and it's um ghosts. I don't know what else to say other than ghosts. They need Sam and Dean to go through that place. Speaking of
Yeah,
Sam
and
and
then,
Dean, there's going to be a
oh,
reunion of them in the next season of The Boys.
I heard about that. Yeah, I haven't been watching this current season.
I haven't
I
either. I'm
I
waiting for it all to
I
come
need to.
out,
Yeah, I
which
need
it
to
is
get
all out,
around to
but
doing it.
I just don't have the time right now.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
you watched Twisters. How
okay.
was it? I've only heard good things about it.
It is definitely good. And it has the same like I guess the same like rhythm as the first one too.
Now, is it
So
a remake or is it a sequel?
um, it has nothing to do with the first one. I guess. I mean, it's they bring up Dorothy again. I don't know why. Like the from the first one, the container. I guess they
Yeah,
called it Dorothy, right?
yeah.
So I mean, they have that again, and then they have those little balls that go up into the tornado. That's like in the first scene.
Okay.
But they don't really reference it, like, where they got the idea or anything like that, but, um, and it's like they're it's just pure, like, storm chasing and then, like, uh, I don't know, like, I forget in the first one, they just kinda wanted to, did they
They wanted to get
I don't
the
know
thing up into it to track. They wanted to better track tornadoes by getting Dorothy up in there to kind of study how it works.
how they okay. Well, I think in this one their main focus is, they wanna study them with these devices or whatever, but I think the main reason, which is that I forget her name, but the main, female protagonist, um, she wants to, she has an idea to, just stop a tornado.
Okay.
So that's their goal, towards like the last act.
So they're gonna stop a tornado instead of
Yeah, instead of just study it, right? They're just gonna, find a
okay.
way. They want to find a way to just stop a tornado and just you know just I guess stop it, like so it just doesn't like wreak havoc.
Makes sense.
But I mean it's so much like now like the graphics and like VFX and everything, it's so much better and it's like you could like really like feel the destruction and like
Well,
how crazy tornadoes are.
I saw they had the tornado or they had the movie in 4D theaters and like it
Yes.
looks like they were just getting rocked.
Yeah. I would believe it. I don't think I saw any flying cows.
There was no
Uh,
cows. That's
a
dumb.
lot of I can't remember. There was a lot of cars uh, that they flipped over. And there was like a lot of people dying. I was like, I don't really remember that in the first one, but they showed a lot of people like dying and
I
like
think in the
flying away
first
and stuff.
one, it was more implied than anything else.
Yeah, I mean, it is implied. I guess more. I feel like it's more implied here. They're like, "Don't get in that car." They start to drive away, and then the car flies away. It's like, oh, okay,
Don't listen to us. We're
yeah,
only the experts.
it's really good though. I know it was funny because it was a few weeks ago. Sierra had her bridal shower, and
Yeah.
they sent me questions to record myself, and answer them, and then she'll answer them, and then we'll see if our questions match or something like that. I don't know,
Yeah.
but our answers match. And one of the questions was, what's her celebrity crush? And I was like, I don't really remember, but I was like, this is before Twister came out, and it was, after Top Gun and everything, and like it's fresh in my mind and stuff. Like I think he had another movie out, but Glenn Powell. I said Glenn Powell. I was like, who wouldn't like Glenn Powell,
I
right?
know. I'm not even
Or
gay and
yeah, and oh, dude, he comes like he comes out. It's just like there's a good rain going. He comes out in his cowboy hat, this tight
Ooh.
white shirt, and it's getting wet, and it's like, I was, I
Oh,
was,
swoon.
dear,
Dear
I was
Lord.
watching. I was watching the screen the whole time, but after the fact, we were in our car, uh, going home, and we were just talking about it. And she was saying, "I hope he doesn't look over here at me," because she was getting all red in the face and stuff. And I was like, I knew it, but her, she said her celebrity crush is Channing Tatum.
I mean, I can
It's
see
okay.
that, but that's like
Yeah,
10 years ago.
true. I was like, I don't know why. I thought it
So,
could have been Gordon Ramsay too, because we watch a lot of Gordon Ramsay shows. But
I mean, I guess I can see Gordon Ramsay. She doesn't want to go to Flavor Town.
no, I hope not.
So I watched the new. Now, in case somebody specific listens to this, I don't mean any hate, but I did watch the new Godzilla and King Kong New Empire or whatever it's
Yeah.
called.
Okay.
I
Not good.
I
Disappointing.
went in there with very little hope. I'll put
Okay.
it that way to begin with. I went in there with little to no like expectations, and I'm glad because I was still disappointed. Um, if you're going in there purely for, I didn't grow up. I didn't walk. I've never been a fan of the old like Japanese, guy in a suit marching through a cardboard little city smashing stuff. I never watched that one or the originals.
Uh-huh.
I've only really watched the 2001 and the modern ones. Um, Story wise, I hated the story. I hated all the human actors. They really kind of, lack of a better word, they humanized Kong, and that was really nice. Like I enjoyed Kong, I enjoyed Godzilla, I enjoyed the monsters fighting each other.
Uh-huh.
Everything else in between, I hated. The story was dumb. The the acting was not the best. Graphically, probably the best looking movie I've seen this year.
Okay.
Um, but that can only take you so far. You gotta enjoy the movie's got to be good. Um, Basically, did you watch the last one, Mikey?
Yeah, I believe so.
Do you want me to
I,
spoil a little bit of why or what's happening in this movie, or do you care?
no, go for it.
Okay,
I was gonna bring up I wonder if I heard good things about the Japanese one that recently came out.
the
Was it
new one,
Godzilla
it's on
One?
Netflix. Godzilla
Yeah,
-1,
-1.
amazing.
Yeah.
One of the best
Okay.
movies I've seen. Probably the best,
Okay.
one of the best movies, if not the best movie I've seen all year.
I said I've been meaning to watch that. Sit down and watch that.
It's if you got to pick if you have to pick one, like if these are the two
Yeah.
movies and like the
Yeah.
world's ending, pick Godzilla -1.
Okay.
Um, but no, so the basis of the movie of it kind of it starts picks up where the last one ends. Godzilla kind of runs the above world while King Kong runs the Hollow
Okay.
Earth.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah. I remember that.
and basically it begins with King Kong kind of trying to find more monkeys, and basically it starts off with that, then it switches to King. Like they couldn't figure out who to sit with because they kept switching back between like King Kong, Godzilla, the human. And it kind of kept going back and forth, back and forth. And it kind of got
Uh-huh.
annoying. That's one reason I hated it. I shouldn't say hated. That's one reason I disliked it. Um, but so Godzilla is going crazy because he senses something's wrong, and so he's charging up. He's killing all the other monsters above the ground to steal their power, and he's charging up. While underground, so there's like a basically he Godzilla finds the other monkeys, and they're ruled by an evil monkey who wants to take over the world, and he controls another kind of Godzilla, which instead of shooting fire shoots ice, and that monster created the ice ages. That's how they kind of explain that. um and basically Godzilla and you know the scene in Predator um where Schwarzenegger and what's his name kind of grab each other's arms and do the bro.
Yes. Yeah.
They kind of do that. They kind of fight for a while. Then Mothra makes them do the bro shake, and then they go down. They go down to Middle Earth and beat the shit out of some monkeys and save the day. It was very predictable. A very predictable movie. The scene that I was interested in the movie for a while, I was enjoying it, but there was a scene where there's a baby monkey, like there's like a group of like 5 monkeys gang up on or ambush King Kong, and it's like a baby monkey and like 5 other monkeys. He beats the shit out of these other monkeys with the baby.
With the baby monkey?
But he grabs the baby monkey by its feet and beats the shit out of these other monkeys with the baby monkey.
Dude, I
And
don't
then
even want to see that.
and then
That sounds terrible.
and then he and the baby monkey become bros.
What?
Yep. Don't get me. It was the action. The movie was fun. Like I don't hate the movie. I saw it once. I'm not gonna watch it again.
Yeah.
You don't
So
have
what
to.
makes?
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say what makes -1 better than this? That one.
The human characters aren't stupid. The human characters are like, they got depth to them. That's one thing I know from the original Japanese. The human characters always had depth to them. Like they weren't just like, you got the overbearing boss lady, then you got the hippie kind of crazy doctor, and then you got the kind of autistic doctor, who's like, conspiracy theorist. They just they delved too much into these simple tropes, and it was just like there was no more depth to these characters, and like two of them were DEI hires. Two of them are
What?
diversity hires.
Oh, okay.
I don't mean that in a bad way. The actors, the one actor, I don't know, I don't remember his name, and I'm not going to look it up. I don't care enough. I guess I feel bad about that if she ever listens to this, but she probably won't because it's us. But did you ever watch the Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt
I don't
on
think so.
Amazon?
No.
What else is he? This guy always plays kind of the nerdy or autistic black doctor, expert in something. I don't know I don't have a better way to explain that, but that's just who he always plays. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
He's like
I have a
stereotyped as
guy.
that character.
I have a guy in mind. I don't know
Hold
if
on, let
it's
me
him.
Google it. His name is Brian Tyree Henry. He
I have to look that up.
he's the black guy in Eternals. He's the black hero in Eternals. Um, did you ever see Bullet Train? I love him in Bullet Train.
Yeah. Said
Um,
Brian what? Brian what?
Brian Tyree Henry.
Oh yes. Okay, I know him. All right.
He When he plays this type of character, he always plays the same character. He is amazing in Bullet Train. I will always say you have to watch Bullet Train. Bullet Train is an amazing movie, and everybody should see it.
Yeah, I've seen him in Atlanta.
He he's a great actor. I'm not giving him.
Yeah.
I'm not
No.
hating on
Yeah.
him. I'm just saying like I don't like his character. He plays the crap out of that character, but I don't like the character in the movie.
Okay. It just doesn't fit.
No, it's too tropey. It's too much like it's like we got a nerd in here and he's, talking about conspiracy theories and his Discord server. And it's like they don't even know what they don't even really understand what Discord is. They just kind of threw that name in there because, he got some conspiracy theory from Discord. And it's like, do you guys even know what Discord is? But no, I would give it a solid 5. If you got a couple hours to kill and want something to turn your brain off and watch, you can watch. You should watch it. Other than that, don't worry about it.
I know. I saw that one movie that's kind of on my list. I don't know when I'll get to it. Is Ghostbusters: The Ice Empire or whatever it is.
I think
That's
Chris
on.
watched that and he didn't like it.
Okay, well, that just came out on Netflix.
Yeah, I did.
Um,
I read that there's too much going on. There's too many different things going on. It was kind of like they tried to get as many characters as Game of Thrones, but didn't flesh any of
okay,
them out.
okay.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
Sure. um, I also been watching. I've watched Receivers. I watched a few episodes of that on Netflix. It's kind of like the QB series they did last season, or
Okay.
quarterback, but it's centered around a couple of receivers. Um, you heard anything about it?
No, I haven't really been keeping up on stuff that's coming
Okay.
out. I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's no, it's there's I don't know how many episodes there are, but so they followed. It was last season. They followed Devontae Adams, Debo, George Kittle, and uh, Justin Jefferson. I don't
Yeah.
know if there's another
Coming in
one.
or going out? Okay, coming in. Sorry, I was talking to the cat.
Oh, you're fine. So yeah, they followed those are those players around. It's kind of interesting. I don't know. I like
Have
the
you
QB
watched
series a little bit better, but
have you watched any of Hard Knocks?
yes, I'm caught up on Hard Knocks. Off season one, yeah. The Giants.
Yeah. I love the whole I've only been watching the clips, but they're hilarious.
Yeah. I know Pat brought up a good point because we see all the inside stuff and yeah, it can be a little revealing, I guess. But I was like, you wonder what's on the cutting room floor. Like, there's so many conversations
Yeah.
that probably be really interesting to us, but they probably don't want to have any of those go public. Like stuff about Saquon and stuff specifically. Like, did the Giants really want him? Like, I don't think they did.
I think it's just he wants too much money and they don't want to pay him. Because honestly, I don't want to I hope have the Colts paid Taylor yet or did they franchise him?
No, they paid him last season.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
I
I think
don't
he's on a 3 year. I think they got him on a 3 year one.
okay. I don't know. I loved Taylor. I know it's, running backs get hurt and it's rough. They only have so many they only have so many plays in them until they get hurt.
Right, and that was kind of like their whole argument too, because um, they can. I mean, no, it's not going to be on the same level as Saquon, but I mean, they can pick up, you know, talented wide receivers from the free agency. Like, I mean, who they go after, who they get eventually.
Well, yeah.
Um,
The problem you come with there
um,
is, yeah, you can get talented people in free agency or, the next rookie, but you're not going to get one person as good as Saquon again unless you get
yeah,
lucky.
right.
How many you might need two or three players to do the same thing as Saquon.
This guy. Quit. Uh,
um, do you have? I don't really have much else to talk about. Do you have anything else? Oh, did you see Comic-Con tickets are on sale already? They haven't even
no.
announced anybody.
Yeah, it's not. It's
I'm just
next year,
if
isn't
I
it?
go this year, I'm just gonna pay
Yeah.
cash.
Is it in the fall?
Well, no, it's in the
In the fall.
spring. If
Spring.
I go
Oh, okay.
next year, I should say, but
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pay cash because I remember last time I went, I think it was like a 30-minute wait in line just to get, confirm my tickets and get my pass. When everybody that paid cash just walked right by me.
Right. Hmm. Did you do anything fun since we haven't talked over the weeks?
Um, honestly, Kimberly's been doing band rehearsal. If I haven't been DoorDash and I've been gaming. I rewatched all of Stargate. Um, I know I rewatched something that I've seen 100 times, but I won't watch anything new. But it's like at the same time, I love the show, and it's just something in the background sometimes to watch.
Uh-huh.
Kind of like I know it's going to happen, so my brain turns off. Um, I've been playing a lot of War Thunder. There's no games out I want to play, and War Thunder's I've just been kind of loving War Thunder right now. I'll probably put
Right.
more hours into it lately than anything else. It is my most played game on Steam. On Steam, I have 1,090.1 hours, and
That's
that
over
doesn't
how
count
many years?
since 2012. But technically, I've played it for even longer because it wasn't
Yeah.
put on. It wasn't put on Steam until like 2015, 2016, and I played it
Okay.
before it was on Steam.
Yeah.
So I probably honestly have closer to like 1,500 hours.
You're not gonna play college football.
I don't have. It's only on PlayStation and Xbox.
Con- no.
I don't,
You
and
you
I
don't have
want
one?
to. No, I thought about getting a new console, but I was like, it's lack of a better word, it's just going to be a paperweight. I barely play my
Yeah.
Switch anymore. Like me and Kimberly went hard on the Switch playing Stardew Valley, but with her, we just haven't really touched it lately. Multiple reasons why, but it's one of
Oh
those.
yeah.
We plan on going back to it. I don't game like I used to.
Right.
None of us do.
Yeah.
I
Like when Halo came out, the show, I was like, oh, I gotta play Halo again. I didn't even beat the first game. Like I was like
mhm,
maybe 3 levels away from, because I wanted to play them all again, all the campaigns, and I
yeah.
didn't finish that first one. I was just like,
I we all got old. Lack of a better word, I can't play competitive game. Like I don't know how Zach still plays Apex or whatever or Rainbow Six.
yeah,
I can't do it because I'm not as good as I used to be, and I can't do it. Like I like if I'm gonna play a game, it's either gonna be a single player game or something slower paced, where like I
yeah,
can still outsmart everybody. Like War Thunder, I can still outsmart
yeah.
everybody. I don't have to do a line of G Fuel just to keep up with these kids.
It's just for me. It's just a big commitment just to sit down for a
Hmm.
couple of hours, almost every. Let's just say
Yeah,
every other night.
you
It's
got a
like I
wedding
can't. I
coming up,
can't.
so
Yeah, I can't. I got too much stuff going on. Right, like
yeah.
not even like not even including the wedding. Like, but I mean,
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's what happens when you get old. Unless you're a
yeah,
professional gamer, you can't really game much anymore unless you just somehow, for some reason, like Zach, have the time all the time.
right.
I'm not hating on Zach. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
he's got the time because of his job.
Hmm. Maybe
And
like if stuff slows down for at least for me in the fall and winter-ish, maybe I can find some time. But
yeah,
just right now, it's busy.
well, if I find a new job where I have more time, there's a job I put an application in for it's 10 hours a day, but I get 4 days off. I only work 4 days. It's 4 days on, 3 days
Yeah.
off,
Oh yeah. I wish I could
which
do that.
would be amazing.
Yeah. I wish I could do that. I mean, I still work 10 hours a day, but it's still five
You
days
still
a
work
week
five
at
days,
least.
6 days.
Yeah. No, but I guess since we've been gone, at least from the podcast, we went. I think it was a couple weeks ago. We did. We went down to Kentucky for a weekend and did the Newport Aquarium. You
Oh,
ever
I
been
love the
down here?
Newport Aquarium. I've been there twice.
Okay.
No, I've been
Okay.
there 3 times. One of Kimberly and I's favorite things to do is go to Cincinnati and go to the Newport Aquarium, maybe go to a Reds game or go to the Cincinnati Zoo.
Yeah. We wanted to go to the zoo, but we didn't have any time that weekend, I guess.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we did the aquarium was cool. Kind of wish there were bigger sharks.
Yeah. The one thing with bigger sharks is they don't do well in aquariums.
Yeah, but I mean, it was really cool. My favorite part was you get the like pet. Oh, I was basically petting the
The
um
manta rays.
yes.
Did you think about putting in or getting some revenge for Steve Irwin?
I had that in
No.
the back of my mind.
He would not want us to get put, he would not want us to get
Yeah.
revenge.
No, no, but I was really like just one was swam up against the wall there, and I was just had my hand up against the top of his body, the head, and I was just kind of like almost scratching it as you would like a cat or a dog right at the top of the head, and it was just flapping, just right
Did you,
there. It for like 2 minutes. It just wouldn't leave me alone. I was like,
did you
that's awesome.
boop the snoot?
Yeah, yeah,
Did you walk over the did they have the little bridge over the water open at the end?
yeah. Where you walk over the Shark Tank. Yeah.
Yeah, did you do that?
Uh-huh.
That was
Yeah.
so much fun. I did that pretty much right after I got my boot taken off and it was fun.
Yeah, but the only thing like was like you could barely like with all the stuff that the netting and stuff like it was hard to really see much
Yeah, it was.
when you were walking over it, but we still had a good time.
Oh yeah, that's also good. That's
It
what's
it
good.
kind it kind of sucked because I was like of course we had to pay for parking. It wasn't that much. It was the parking lot like right across the street
Yeah.
from it or caddy corner. I forget how much it was like maybe let's see maybe $3-4 an hour or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, I don't know how long it'll be. I was like, I'm gonna do 4 hours, but I was just gonna be safe. I was like, I'll do 6 hours.
Well,
And we were
that's what
only there
that
for like we were only
yep.
there for like an hour and a half. I
That's
was like,
that's where they
oh,
get you.
okay.
That's where they get you. Because as soon as you don't pay that, for if you don't
Yeah,
if you don't go the little bit extra, that's when you take forever or you go like 1 minute over and they tow you.
right. I was like, oh well. And there's no way to like refund it. Like I know, like at least in parking garages and stuff, they'll give you a ticket and then you pay for like how long you've been there. So
Yeah,
I was like, oh, there goes like $10 that I didn't need to spend. So at least.
it happens. It's okay.
But we were kind of, I guess we had a good idea, but we ended up bailing. Was the weekend that we went was the same weekend. You ever heard of Hardy?
Isn't he the one that does truck
He's
bed?
the music. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
He's the music artist or whatever,
Yeah.
country kind of rock. But it was the same weekend his new album came out, and he had a tattoo takeover there in Cincinnati where they're giving out free tattoos of like they had a choice of like maybe like a dozen or so that you can get for free.
Hmm.
And so we went down there, we went to the tattoo shop, and they had a little bit of line, so we waited there. Like I think we got there like around 10:30, and they weren't they didn't start until maybe noon. And it was pretty warm that day, but I mean we had Graceland, and then we had Liam too, because Liam was going to go to the aquarium with us. But
Yeah.
so we were standing in line with them, and me and Sierra were going to get tattoos, and but I think what I really wanted to do was I thought Hardy was going to be there, but after looking online, he wasn't really like, scheduled to be there. Um, so we're like, oh, that's a bummer. Like we waited in line for a little bit, like we ended up walking out of there maybe at 1:30, I think. And we've been there we were drinking. They were handing out waters at least, but it was hot and stuff. We
Mm-hmm.
were with the kids, so we're like, well, we can't really stay much longer. And then like we go do our thing, we just end up leaving the line and stuff. And then we would probably have to wait like another hour in order to get our tattoo. We're glad we did it, but after looking on social media, Hardy ended up showing up there. So I was like, rats.
Just wait an extra couple
And,
minutes.
yeah.
Oh well.
And then he was doing like a record and CD signing or whatnot at the Walmart there in Cincinnati too. So we're like, okay, we'll just go there later. Yeah, so we had to get some stuff at the Walmart anyway, so we went ahead and went there, and I think it was probably 6:30, and I think this thing was like at 8. We're like, oh, let's go see how long. The other line was way too long. We're like, we're not gonna do this again. So like, we wanted to like meet him and stuff. I thought that would have been cool, but if we didn't have the kids, then we would probably stayed and stuff. But that was fun, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we did much else. Nothing
Yeah, I've been kind of lame, so I can't really talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Not to kind of wrap it up, but it's getting late for me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I sat here and started putting some corks together. I just gotta attach them now, but I need help.
Well, go draft the lady.
Well, she's a line dancer.
She's line dancing.
Yeah. For a while now, they do free line dances there at the Country Palace, like lessons and whatnot on Mondays and Thursdays.
I forgot about that. I wanted to do that
for a while.
Back when
it looks really intriguing, but it's like, well,
before Kimberly and I were dating, I thought about doing that, and I was like, then we started dating. I was like, I'm okay.
Yeah. I've been down there a couple of times. I never did join in on it or anything, but it's fun to watch. It's fun to sit there and watch.
Yeah, it is. You should talk to Chris about that. He planned on doing that and then always wimped out.
Yeah. Well, if he ever wanted to, I'm sure he can go down there with Sierra. I know she has a couple. She got some of her work friends to go down there and do it, so they kind of go almost every week they can. And I said my cousin goes every now and then.
Okay. But, all right. Well, let me know next time you want to do it. Sorry, I haven't had to think about it for a while, so I kept not thinking about it. Plus, other things happened, but unfortunately, internet came back up before work.
Oh no!
I was a little upset about that, but it's whatever. Yeah. I get paid, so that's what it's all about.
Oh,
but
I forgot one thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to talk about it, but the assassination attempt.
No, yeah. Not really. I don't want to get. I don't. If I start talking, I'll talk for a while because I have delved down the conspiracy theories. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. I'll text you. Some of the things.
Cliffhanger for the next episode.
Exactly. It was an inside job, but that's all I'm going to say. Anyways, thank you for listening to another episode of Who's Nerd Podcast. Chris isn't paying for the. We're not doing the RSS, so this is only going up on YouTube. So thank you for listening and watching. Oh. Yeah, since we're not going to do it consistently, unless you want to start doing it consistently, it's not worth paying I think it's $15 a month now.
Oh shit! I thought it was
it was 10. I think they went up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to ask Chris, but I'm not.
I know it was up again. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. But no, thank you for listening. We might have an episode next week. We might not. You never know.